Guru founder, blessed one, Tathagata Arhat, completely perfect Buddha, great victor Shakyamuni Lord. To you we bow, go for refuge, and offer gifts, so please bless us. Guru founder, blessed one, Tathagata Arhat, completely perfect Buddha, great victor Shakyamuni Lord. To you we bow, go for refuge, and offer gifts, so please bless us. Guru founder, blessed one, Tathagata Arhat, completely perfect Buddha, great victor Shakyamuni Lord. To you we bow, go for refuge, and offer gifts, so please bless us. O blessed one, Shakyamuni Buddha, precious treasury of compassion, bestower of supreme inner peace, you who love all beings without exception, are the source of happiness and goodness, and you guide us to the liberating path. Your body is a wish-fulfilling jewel. Your speech is supreme purifying nectar, and your mind is refuge for all living beings. With folded hands I turn to you, supreme unchanging friend. I request from the depths of my heart, please give me the light of your wisdom to dispel the darkness of my mind, and to heal my that I in turn may nourish all beings with an unceasing banquet of delight. Through your compassionate intention, your blessings and virtuous deeds, and my strong wish to rely upon you, may all suffering quickly cease, and all happiness and joy be fulfilled, and may holy Dhamma flourish forevermore.
So, good morning, everybody. It's lovely to see everybody here at the first session of our retreat. So I thought we'd have a little meditation now. We're going to start with thinking about our motivation for this retreat. So we can choose what our motivation is. So some suggestions might be perhaps we would like to develop strong refuge in the three jewels, Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. Maybe we need to strengthen that. We feel we'd like to strengthen our refuge practice. Maybe we have a wish to be liberated from lower rebirths, and maybe that's our motivation, that we want to not be born in the three lower realms ever again. Maybe this is our wish. Maybe it's because we want to increase our renunciation. We don't want ever to be born in samsara again. We understand our situation in samsara is very precarious at all times, and we wish to be free from it. We don't feel that the pleasures of samsara are helpful at all, but only bring suffering. So maybe we want to increase our renunciation. Maybe we once again wish to have a precious human rebirth, to come be born once again under the care of our spiritual guide, to receive his blessings and his teachings, progress along the spiritual path a little bit further. Maybe we want to draw closer to our spiritual guide and increase our faith in our spiritual guide. Or maybe we have a bodhicitta motivation, wishing to attain enlightenment for the sake of others. So we can just spend a few minutes thinking about this, and I'm going to move on as well to another part of the meditation. So we just generate a strong motivation for this retreat, a joyful motivation, something that we would like to do, we feel is important to us. So when we think of our motivation, we need to also think of the reasons behind that motivation. Why do we have this motivation? Try to gather together the contemplations behind our motivation so that it becomes strong and firm. And we can have great faith in our spiritual guide that he will help us to realize this motivation. We develop faith and we request that he helps us to develop this, to make this a reality. So now we can spend the last few minutes of our meditation rejoicing in our own good fortune, because we are so fortunate, so lucky to be able to engage in this retreat. We'll be attaining huge amounts of merit, purifying huge amounts of negativity. So we can think how fortunate we are and be determined to pay really deep attention to the words of the sadhana, keep a positive mind and a mind of faith throughout. Just finally remembering that this opportunity has come from our spiritual guide. Everything that we have, everything that we make use of spiritually comes from our spiritual guide. So this retreat comes from the heart of our spiritual guide. So now we can continue with the sadhana.
With a perfectly pure mind of great virtue, I and all other sentient beings, as extensive as space, from now until we reach the essence of enlightenment, go for refuge to the Guru and three precious jewels. Namo Gurave, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Gurave, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Gurave, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. For the sake of all other sentient beings, I shall become the Guru Deity, and then lead every sentient being to the Guru Deity's supreme state. For the sake of all other sentient beings, I shall become the Guru Deity, and then lead every sentient being to the Guru Deity's supreme state. For the sake of all other sentient beings, I shall become the Guru Deity, and then lead every sentient being to the Guru Deity's supreme supreme state. For the sake of all other sentient beings, I shall attain as quickly as possible, in this very life, the state of the Guru Deity, the primordial Buddha. I shall free all other sentient beings from their suffering, and lead them to the great bliss of the Buddha grounds. Therefore I shall practice the profound path of the yoga of the Guru Deity. From the state of great bliss, I arise as the Guru Deity. Light rays radiate from my body, blessing all worlds and beings in the 10 directions. Everything becomes an exquisite array of immaculately pure good qualities. Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum. By nature exalted wisdom, having the aspect of the inner offering and the individual offering substances, and functioning as objects of enjoyment to the 6 senses, to generate a special exalted wisdom of bliss and emptiness, inconceivable clouds of outer, inner, and secret offerings, commitment substances and attractive offerings, cover all the ground and fill the whole of space. Within the vast space of indivisible bliss and emptiness, amidst billowing clouds of Samantabhadra's offerings, fully adorned with leaves, flowers, and fruits, is a wish-fulfilling tree that grants whatever is wished for. At its crest, on a lion throne ablaze with jewels, on a lotus, moon, and sunseed, sits my root Guru, who is kind in 3 ways, the very essence of all the Buddhas. He is in the aspect of a fully ordained monk, with 1 face, 2 hands, and a radiant smile. His right hand is in the mudra of expounding Dharma, and his left hand in the mudra of meditative equipoise, holds a bowl filled with nectar. He wears 3 robes of resplendent saffron, and his head is graced with a golden pandit hat. At his heart are Buddha Shakyamuni and Vajradhara, who has a blue-colored body, 1 face, and 2 hands. Holding Vajra and bell, he embraces Yinchuma, and delights in the play of spontaneous bliss and emptiness. He is adorned with many different types of jeweled ornament, and wears garments of heavenly silk, endowed with the major signs and minor indications, and ablaze with 1,000 rays of light, My Guru sits in the center of an aura of 5-colored rainbows, sitting in the Vajra posture. His completely pure aggregates are the 5 Sugatas. His 4 elements are the 4 mothers, and his sources, veins, and joints are in reality bodhisattvas. His paws are the 21,000-fold destroyers, and his limbs are the wrathful deities. His light rays are the directional guardians, such as givers of harm and smell-eaters, and beneath his throne are the worldly beings. Surrounding him in sequence is a vast assembly of lineage gurus, Yidam source of Mandala deities, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, heroes, Dakinis, and Dharma protectors. Their 3 doors are marked by the 3 Vajras. Working light rays radiate from the latter home, and invite the wisdom beings from their natural abodes to remain inseparable. You who are the source of all happiness and goodness, the root and lineage gurus are the 3 times, the yidams and 3 precious jewels, together with the assembly of heroes, dakinis, dhammapalas, and protectors. Out of your great compassion, please come to this place and remain firm. Even though phenomena are by nature completely free from coming and going, you appear in accordance with the dispositions of various disciples, and perform enlightened deeds out of wisdom and compassion. O holy refuge and protector, please come to this place together with your retinue. Om Guru Buddha Bodhisattva Dhammapala Saparivara Ehayehi Zahung Bam Ho. The wisdom beings become inseparable from the commitment beings. Spiritual guide with a jewel-like form, who out of compassion bestow in an instant even the supreme state of the 3 bodies, a sphere of great bliss. O Vajra holder, I prostrate at your lotus feet. Exalted wisdom of all the infinite conquerors, out of supremely skillful means appearing to suit disciples, now assuming the form of a saffron-robed monk. O holy refuge and protector, I prostrate at your lotus feet. Abandonment of all faults together with their imprints, precious treasury of countless good qualities, and sole gateway to all benefit and happiness. O venerable spiritual guide, I prostrate at your lotus feet. Essence of all Guru Buddhas and deities, source of all 84,000 classes of holy Dhamma, foremost amongst the entire superior assembly, O kind spiritual guides, I prostrate at your lotus feet. To the Gurus who abide in the 3 times and the 10 directions, the 3 supreme jewels and all other objects of prostration, I prostrate with faith and respect a melodious chorus of praise, and emanated bodies as numerous as atoms in the world. O Guru, refuge and protector, together with your retinue, I offer you these vast clouds of various offerings, the purifying nectars of the four waters gently flowing from expansive and radiant jeweled vessels perfectly arrayed, beautiful flowers, petals, and garlands finely arranged, covering the ground and filling the sky, the lapis-colored smoke of fragrant incense, billowing in the heavens like blue summer clouds, the playful light of the sun and the moon, glittering jewels and a vast array of lamps, dispelling the darkness of the 3,000 worlds, exquisite perfume scented with camphor, sandalwood, and saffron, in a vast swirling ocean stretching as far as the eye can see. Nutritious food and drink endowed with 100 flavors, and delicacies of gods and men heaped as high as a mountain, from an endless variety of musical instruments, melodious tunes filling all 3 worlds, delightful bearers of form, sound, smells, tastes, and objects of touch, goddesses of outer and inner enjoyments filling all directions. O treasure of compassion, my refuge and protector, supremely perfect field of merit, with a mind of devotion I offer to you 1,000 million of the great mountain, the 4 continents, the 7 major and minor royal possessions, and so forth, a collection of perfect worlds and beings that give rise to all joys, a great treasury of the desired enjoyments of gods and men. O venerable Guru, I offer these pleasure gardens, both actually arranged and emanated by mind on the shores of a wish-granting sea, in which from the pure white virtues of samsara and nirvana there arise offering substances of broad 1,000-petaled lotuses that delight the minds of all, where my own and others' mundane and supramundane virtues of the 3 doors are flowers that bring color to every part, and emit a multitude of scents like Samantabhadra's offerings, and where the 3 trainings, the 5 paths, and the 2 stages are the fruit. I offer this ocean of nectar with the 5 hooks, the 5 lamps, and so forth, purified, transformed, and increased, together with a drink of excellent tea, endowed with 100 flavors, the radiance of saffron, and a delicate aroma. And I offer most attractive illusory mudras, a host of messengers born from places, born from mantra, and spontaneously born, with slender bodies skilled in the 64 arts of love, and possessing the splendor of youthful beauty. I offer you the supreme ultimate bodhicitta, a great exalted wisdom of spontaneous bliss, free from obstructions, inseparable from the nature of all phenomena, a sphere of freedom from elaboration, effortless and beyond words, thoughts, and expressions. I offer many different types of excellent medicine that destroy the 404 diseases of the delusions, and to please you I offer myself as a servant. Please keep me in your service for as long as space exists. In the presence of the great compassionate ones, I confess with a mind of great regret all the non-virtues and negative actions that since beginningless time I have done, ordered to be done, or rejoiced in, and I promise that from now on I shall not commit them again. Though phenomena have no sign of inherent existence, from the depths of our hearts we rejoice in all the dreamlike happiness and pure white virtue that arise for ordinary and superior beings. From the myriads of billowing clouds of your sublime wisdom and compassion, please send down a rain of vast and profound Dharma, so that in the jasmine garden of benefit and happiness there may be growth, sustenance, and increase for all these living beings. Though your Vajra body has no birth or death, we request the vessel of the great King of Union to remain unchanging according to our wishes, without passing away until samsara ends. I dedicate all the pure white virtues I have gathered here, so that in all my lives I shall never be separated from the Venerable Guru, who is kind in three ways. May I always come under his loving care and attain the union of Vajradhara. Om Vajra Bhumi Ahum, great and powerful golden ground. Om Vajra Reke Ahum, at the edge the iron fence stands around the outer circle. In the center Mount Meru, the king of mountains, around which are four continents. In the east, Puravideya, in the south, Jambudvipa, in the west, Aparagodaniya, in the north, Uttarakuru. Each has two subcontinents, Deha and Videha, Samara and Abhatsamara, Sata and Uttara Mantrina, Kurava and Kaurava, the mountain of jewels, the wish-granting tree, the wish-granting cow and the harvest unsown, the precious wheel, the precious jewel, the precious queen, the precious minister, the precious elephant, the precious supreme horse, the precious general and the great treasure vase, the goddess of beauty, the goddess of garlands, the goddess of music, the goddess of dance, the goddess of flowers, the goddess of incense, the goddess of light and the goddess of scent, the sun and the moon, the precious umbrella, the banner of victory in every direction. In the center all treasures of both gods and men, an excellent collection with nothing left out. I offer this to you, my kind root guru and lineage gurus, to all of you sacred and glorious gurus, and especially to you, great Lama Losang Tubang Dorje Chang, together with your retinues. Please accept with compassion for migrating beings, and having accepted out of your great compassion, please bestow your blessings on all sentient beings pervading space. The ground sprinkled with perfume and spread with flowers, the great mountain for land, sun and moon, seen as a Buddha land and offered thus. May all beings enjoy such pure lands, I offer without any sense of loss the objects that give rise to my attachment, hatred, and confusion, my friends, enemies, and strangers, our bodies and enjoyments. Please accept these and bless me to be released directly from the three poisons. Sankapa, crown ornament of the scholars of the land of the snows. You are Buddha, Shakyamuni, and Vajradhara, the source of all attainments. Avalokiteshvara, the treasury of unobservable compassion. Manjushri, the supreme stainless wisdom. And Vajrapani, the destroyer of the hosts of Maras. O Venerable Guru Buddha, synthesis of all three jewels, with my body, speech, and mind, respectfully I make request. Please grant your blessings to ripen and liberate myself and others, and bestow the common and supreme attainments. Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami.
So, if you turn to, if you're not quite sure what you're doing, if you turn to the beautiful booklet that Agnes has created, especially for this retreat, very kindly, you'll find the words that you need. So we need, as I said yesterday, the base for this mandala offering, which is the first part. So we recite the ground sprinkled with perfume and so forth when we're reciting the 7-point mandala. So we first of all purify the ground and we receive blessings, and then we place a heap in the middle from the mountain, and then for the 4 heaps for the surrounding lands, starting in front and then going counterclockwise around, and then the sun and the moon. And then we hold this while we recite the rest of the mandala, and then we recite the 9-line Miksema, just trying to pay attention to the words so that we can visualize our spiritual guide and requesting his blessings. And then at the end we say Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamiriatayami, meaning that I'm offering you this jewel-like offering. Please accept this offering. Remember this mind of giving. Really, we're offering a beautiful Pure Land to our spiritual guide and from our heart, and we're offering it to him, and he receives it with great bliss, very happy to receive it, and blesses us as a result of this. So that's one over with, and then we do another one. If we want to count with our mala, we can do that as well. And we carry on until the bell rings.
Om Vajra Bhumi Ahum, great and powerful golden ground. Om Vajra Reke Ahum, at the edge the iron fence stands around the outer circle. In the center Mount Meru, the king of mountains, around which are 4 continents. In the east Puravidya, in the south Jambudvipa, in the west Aparagodaniya, in the north Uttarakuru. Each has 2 subcontinents, Deha and Videha, Samara and Abad Samara, Sata and Uttara Mantrina, Kurava and Kaurava, the mountain of jewels, the wish-granting tree, the wish-granting cow and the harvest unsown, the precious wheel, the precious jewel, the precious queen, the precious minister, the precious elephant, the precious supreme horse, the precious general and the great treasure vase, the goddess of beauty, the goddess of garlands, the goddess of music, the goddess of dance, the goddess of flowers, the goddess of incense, the goddess of light and the goddess of scent, the sun and the moon, the precious umbrella, the banner of victory in every direction. In the center all treasures of both gods and men, an excellent collection with nothing left out. I offer this to you, my kind root guru and lineage gurus, to all of you sacred and glorious gurus, and especially to you, great Lama Losang Tubang Dorje Chang, together with your retinues. Please accept with compassion for migrating beings, and having accepted out of your great compassion, please bestow your blessings on all sentient beings pervading space. The ground sprinkled with perfume and spread with flowers, the great mountain for land, sun and moon, seen as a Buddha land and offered thus. May all beings enjoy such pure lands. I offer without any sense of loss the objects that give rise to my attachment, hatred and confusion, my friends, enemies and strangers, our bodies and enjoyments. Please accept these and bless me to be released directly from the 3 poisons. Sankapa, crown ornament of the scholars of the land of the snows. You are Buddha Shakyamuni and Vajradhara, the source of all attainments. Avalokiteshvara, the treasury of unobservable compassion. Manjushri, the supreme stainless wisdom. And Vajrapani, the destroyer of the hosts of Maras. O Venerable Guru Buddha, synthesis of all 3 jewels. With my body, speech, and mind, respectfully I make request. Please grant your blessings to ripen and liberate myself and others, and bestow the common and supreme attainments. Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami. Great ocean of moral discipline, source of all good qualities, replete with a collection of jewels of extensive learning, second Buddha, venerable saffron robe monk, O elder and holder of the Vinaya, to you I make request. You who possess the 10 qualities of an authentic teacher of the path of the Sugatas, Lord of the Dharma, representative of all the conquerors, O Mahayana spiritual guide, to you I make request. Your 3 doors are perfectly controlled, you have great wisdom and patience. You are without pretension or deceit, you are well versed in mantras and tantra. You possess the 2 sets of 10 qualities, and you are skilled in drawing and explaining. O principal holder of the Vajra, to you I make request. To the coarse beings of these impure times, who being so hard to tame, were not subdued by the countless Buddhas of old, you correctly reveal the excellent path of the Sugatas. O compassionate refuge and protector, to you I make request. Now when the sun of Buddha has set, for the countless migrators without protection or refuge, you perform exactly the same deeds as the conqueror. O compassionate refuge and protector, to you I make request. Even just one of your hairballs is praise for us, as a field of merit that is superior to all the conquerors of the 3 times and the 10 directions. O compassionate refuge and protector, to you I make request. From the play of your miracle powers and skillful means, the ornament wheels of your 3 Sugata bodies appear in an ordinary form to guide migrators. O compassionate refuge and protector, to you I make request. Your aggregates, elements, sources, and limbs are by nature the fathers and mothers of the 5 Buddha families, the Bodhisattvas and the wrathful deities. O supreme spiritual guide, the nature of the 3 jewels, to you I make request. You are the essence of the 10 million circles of mandalas that arise from the state of the all-knowing exalted wisdom, principal holder of the Vajra, pervasive source of the 100 families. O protector of the primordial union, to you I make request. Pervasive nature of all things stable and moving, inseparable from the experience of spontaneous joy without obstructions, thoroughly good from the beginning, free from extremes. O actual ultimate bodhicitta, to you I make request. You are the Guru. You are the Idam. You are the Daka and Dhamma protector. From now until I attain enlightenment, I shall seek no refuge other than you. In this life, in the body, and until the end of my life, please hold me with the hook of your compassion. Liberate me from the fears of samsara and peace. Bestow all the attainments. Be my constant companion, and protect me from all obstacles. You are the Guru. You are the Idam. You are the Daka and Dhamma protector. From now until I attain enlightenment, I shall seek no refuge other than you. In this life, in the body, and until the end of my life, please hold me with the hook of your compassion. Liberate me from the fears of samsara and peace. Bestow all the attainments. Be my constant companion, and protect me from all obstacles. You are the Guru. You are the Yidam. You are the Dharma and Dharma protector. From now until I attain enlightenment, I shall seek no refuge other than you. In this life, in the body, and until the end of my life, please hold me with the hook of your compassion. Liberate me from the fears of samsara and peace. Bestow all the attainments. Be my constant companion and protect me from all obstacles. Through the force of requesting 3 times in this way, white, red, and blue light rays and letters, serially and together, arise from the places of my Guru's body, speech, and mind, and dissolve into my 3 places, serially and together. My 4 obstructions are purified, and I receive the 4 empowerments. I attain the 4 bodies, and out of delight, an emanation of my Guru dissolves into me, and bestows his blessings.
So now we have made this single pointed request 3 times, recognizing Lama Losang, Lama Losang. Anyway, Lama Losang as our guru, and also as our teacher of both Sutra and Tantra. We recognize him as a tantric deity, and we also recognize him as our Dharma protector. So he's everything to us for the spiritual path. And we're making requests that we're saying that we will rely on no one other than him in order to attain enlightenment. So this is his job, to get us to enlightenment. And then we're making requests for him to hold us with the hook of his compassion, to always have compassion for us, to be looking out for us, to be helping us. And we also make requests that he will liberate us from the fears of samsara, will also help us to move on from just from liberation to the state of enlightenment, and to always be with us and to protect us, and to bestow all the attainments upon us. So we're basically asking him to help us along the spiritual path, looking after us every step of the way until we become enlightened, and then we can do the same for others. So as a result of these requests, we're now receiving the blessings of the 4 empowerments. So we imagine our Guru seated, and at his crown is a white letter Om. At his throat is a red letter R, and at his heart is the blue letter Hum. So this represents the body, speech, and mind of all the Buddhas. Because of our request, as a result of our request, we imagine that from the white letter Om on his crown, light rays and nectars, white light rays and nectars, emanate and dissolve into our crown. So imagine them streaming from his crown and into our crown, streaming into our body, filling our whole body with these white letter Oms. And this purifies our body of all the negative actions that we have created in this life and all our past lives. All the times we have used our body for killing, for stealing, for sexual misconduct, anything that we've done where we've harmed others with our body, this is purifying us and also blessing our body. So we're receiving the vase, what's known as the vase empowerment, special empowerment that enables us to take all the steps towards enlightenment, so that in the future we will have a pure body. So we receive these very joyfully, in a very blissful feeling as we receive these nectars and lights, these blessings. And then we imagine from his throat the letter R, the red letter R at his throat, which is the speech of all the Buddhas, emanates red nectars and lights which dissolve into our throat chakra and purifies all the negative speech, all our negative speech. And this is the secret empowerment, so that this enables our speech to become pure, and in future to have the speech of a Buddha. And very blissful. And then we, from his heart, the blue hum at his heart, he emanates blue wisdom lights and nectars which dissolve into our heart, purifying all the negativities of our mind, which we have generated in all our past lives and in this life, and blessing us with the wisdom mudra empowerment, that our mind will eventually become the mind of a Buddha. And then now he emanates the lights from these different places all at once. So they, the white, the red and the blue lights all arise and dissolve into our body, speech and mind, our crown, our throat chakra and our heart chakra. Again, purifying all our negativities of body, speech, mind, and blessing, bringing the empowerment of the precious word empowerment. So as a result of this, our Guru is delighted with us, and he sends an emanation which dissolves through the crown of our head and comes down to our heart. So we can mix our mind with this emanation of our Guru and just enjoy this blissful feeling, enjoy our mind mixed with his mind. Very blissful. So now we can continue with the dedication.
I dedicate all the pure white virtues I have gathered here, so that I may accomplish all the prayers made by the Sugatas and Bodhisattvas of the three times, and maintain the holy Dhamma of Scripture and insight. Through the force of this, throughout all my lives, may I never be separated from the four wheels of the Supreme Vehicle, and thus may I complete the paths of renunciation, bodhicitta, correct view, and the two tantric stages, so that the tradition of Tsongkhapa, the King of the Dhamma, may flourish. May all obstacles be pacified, and may all favorable conditions abound. Through the two collections of myself and others, gathered throughout the three times, may the doctrine of Conqueror Losandrapa flourish forevermore.
With our own dedication towards the wish that we made, the motivation that we had at the beginning. So just dedicate to this. So all this wonderful merit that we have accumulated, let's dedicate it towards our motivation, our wish. Okay, thank you very much. I'm just going to be outside for a few minutes if anyone's got any questions, because I know it's very new this for some people, so if you've got any questions you'd like to ask, I'm very happy to answer them.